Have you ever wondered what secrets the world around us holds that we cannot see? Welcome to the unseen world, a realm teeming with life, but invisible to the naked eye. This is the world of microorganisms, minuscule life forms that live on and within us. If you think your body is your own, think again. It's a bustling metropolis for billions of tiny beings. These microorganisms outnumber our own cells. For every human cell in our bodies, there are about 10 microbial cells, making us more microbial than human. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? These microorganisms aren't just passengers, they're active participants in our lives. They have a significant impact on our health and well-being. They help us digest our food, they strengthen our immune system, and they can even influence our moods. The diverse community of microorganisms living in our bodies is known as the microbiome. Each person's microbiome is unique, like a microbial fingerprint. It's influenced by everything from the food we eat to the air we breathe. The microbiome is a dynamic ecosystem. It changes over time, responding to our diet, our environment, and our lifestyle. It's a reflection of who we are and how we live. Research into the microbiome is still in its infancy, but already it's challenging our concepts of health and disease. It's opening up new possibilities for personalized medicine and giving us a deeper understanding of our connection to the natural world. The unseen world of microorganisms is a reminder of the complexity and interdependence of life. It's a testament to the power of the small. So next time you feel alone, remember, you're actually a bustling metropolis for billions of tiny beings. What if I told you that your mind is more powerful than you could ever imagine? Yes, you heard it right. Your mind, this 3-pound mass of jelly inside your skull, has a power that transcends the boundaries of physical reality. Let's delve into the fascinating subject of the placebo effect. It's a term you've likely heard, but what does it really mean? In essence, the placebo effect is a phenomenon where a dummy treatment, an inactive substance like sugar, distilled water, or saline solution, can sometimes improve a patient's condition simply because the individual expects the treatment to help. Picture this: a person suffering from chronic pain takes a pill, believing it's a powerful painkiller. However, in reality, it's just a sugar pill, a placebo. But here's the twist: the person's pain subsides. How is this possible? Welcome to the amazing realm of the placebo effect, where belief becomes a biochemistry. This isn't just about fooling oneself, it's about the mind's influence on the body. When we believe that a treatment will work, our brain releases natural chemicals, like endorphins, that mimic the effects of actual drugs. This is the body's automatic response to the expectation of healing. It's not magic, it's not trickery, it's your mind at work. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Studies have shown that placebos can even produce measurable changes in heart rate, blood pressure, and chemical activity in the brain. In some cases, the placebo effect is so strong that it matches the effect of actual medical treatments. The power of your mind extends beyond your conscious awareness. It's an untapped reservoir of potential, capable of altering your perception and physical state. It's a testament to the mind's inherent capacity to influence our health and well-being. So next time you pop a pill or undergo a treatment, remember the power of belief. Harness the potential of your mind. It's not just about the medicine, it's about how your mind perceives it. Believe it or not, your mind can literally change your body's physical response to treatments. Ever felt small? How about infinitesimally small? Let's embark on a journey beyond the confines of our blue marble into the vast and enigmatic expanse we call space. Picture the universe as a colossal cosmic canvas splattered with a seemingly infinite amount of celestial wonders. It's a mind-boggling spectacle that stretches over 93 billion light-years. And guess what? It's still expanding. Yes, you heard it right. The universe isn't static. It's in a constant state of growth, stretching out in all directions. It's like a cosmic balloon being blown up, with every galaxy drifting further and further apart. This concept, known as the Hubble expansion, was first proposed in the early 20th century and has been confirmed by countless observations ever since. But the universe isn't just vast, it's also incredibly diverse. It's packed with an estimated 2 trillion galaxies, each one brimming with billions, if not trillions of stars. And around these stars orbit a plethora of planets, each with their own unique characteristics and potential for life. Imagine the countless worlds out there, awaiting discovery. There could be planets with oceans deeper than our deepest trenches, mountains higher than Everest, and creatures beyond our wildest imagination. The scale of the universe is so vast that even our most powerful telescopes can only reveal a tiny fraction of its wonders. Yet, despite its size and diversity, the universe is also incredibly ordered. It's governed by a set of physical laws that dictate everything from the motion of galaxies to the behavior of subatomic particles. These laws, like gravity and electromagnetism, are the same everywhere and have been since the birth of the universe nearly 14 billion years ago. So, when you gaze up at the night sky, remember, you're looking at an ever-expanding cosmos that's almost incomprehensibly vast. You're staring into the face of an enigma, a mystery that scientists are still trying to unravel, and you're a part of it, a tiny but significant piece of this cosmic jigsaw puzzle. Time. We measure it, live by it, but do we truly understand it? Let's dive into this conundrum. The concept of time as we know it is a human-made construct. We've divided our existence into years, months, days, hours, minutes, and seconds to create a sense of order. But if we step outside our earthly constraints, time becomes a lot more complex. Consider this. If you could travel at the speed of light, time would stand still. You'd be in a state of timelessness. This is a consequence of Einstein's theory of relativity, which tells us that time and space are intertwined in a four-dimensional fabric known as space-time. Now, let's add gravity to the mix. Just as a bowling ball placed on a trampoline stretches the fabric and causes it to sag, massive objects like planets and stars warp the space-time around them. This warping effect means that time runs slower in stronger gravitational fields. It's a phenomenon confirmed by precise timekeeping experiments. You might be wondering, what does this mean for me? Well, theoretically, if you were to spend time near a massive object, like a mountain, and then return to sea level, you would have aged ever so slightly more than someone who stayed at sea level. Yes, you heard that right. Your wristwatch and your biological clock wouldn't be in sync. So is time travel possible? Theoretically, it might be, but we're far from having the technology or understanding to make it a reality. For now, we're bound by the ticking of the clock and the turning of the earth. But let's not forget, time is also a subjective experience. Have you noticed how time seems to fly when you're having fun, but drags when you're bored? That's your brain playing tricks on you. It's another layer of mystery to this enigma we call time. Remember, time is not as fixed as your wristwatch might have you believe. Music, it moves us, but why does it hold such sway over our emotions? Let's delve into the magic of music and discover how it influences our mood and even our health. Music is a universal language. Whether you're in New York or Nairobi, a haunting melody or a joyful jingle can evoke a spectrum of emotions. But why is that? The answer lies in our brains. When we listen to music, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. So that euphoria you feel when your favorite tune comes on? That's dopamine at work. But the magic of music goes beyond mere pleasure. It has the power to influence our mood in a significant way. Ever noticed how a melancholic melody can make you feel blue, or how an upbeat rhythm can lift your spirits? That's because music can modulate our brainwaves to resonate in sync with the beat, leading to faster cognitive processing and an enhanced mood. The effects of music aren't just psychological, they're physiological too. Studies have shown that music can help regulate our heart rate, reduce stress, and even boost our immune system. The healing power of music is so profound that it's used as therapy in hospitals, aiding in pain management and promoting recovery. Different types of music can stimulate different emotions and responses. For instance, classical music can foster focus and productivity, while rock music can energize and invigorate us. Even the most subtle change in tempo or key can shift our emotional state. Music is a complex interplay of rhythm, melody, and harmony, all working together to create an emotional resonance. It's a form of expression and communication that transcends words. It's a shared experience, a universal language that binds us together, shaping our individual and collective experiences. So when you next listen to your favorite song, bear in mind the profound impact it can have on your mind and body. Remember, every note, every beat, every melody is a magical journey, a testament to the transformative power of music. What if your dreams are more than just random thoughts and images? This question takes us into the enigmatic world of dreams, a realm that has puzzled humanity for centuries. Let's first delve into the leading theories about why we dream. One such theory is the psychological fulfillment hypothesis, proposed by the father of psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud. According to Freud, dreams are a way for our subconscious to fulfill unmet desires, often those we suppress during our waking hours. Another theory is the information processing hypothesis. This proposes that dreaming is a way for our brains to process and consolidate the day's experiences, aiding in memory formation. So if you're dreaming about an argument you had earlier, it could be your brain's way of working through it. Then there's the biological theory, which asserts that dreams are just a byproduct of our brain's nocturnal activities. Essentially, while we're sleeping, our brains are busy repairing and rejuvenating themselves, and dreams are just a side effect of this process. But what about the meaning of dreams? Can they predict the future or reveal hidden truths? While science is yet to confirm these claims, many cultures around the world believe in the prophetic power of dreams. For example, the ancient Egyptians believed that dreams were messages from the gods, providing guidance and foretelling the future. Similarly, in some Native American cultures, dreams are seen as sacred communications with the spiritual world. Even in modern times, dream interpretation remains a popular practice. From dreaming about losing teeth, which some interpret as fear of change or anxiety about appearance, to dreaming about flying, often associated with desire for freedom, the interpretations are as varied as the dreams themselves. However, it's important to remember that dream interpretation is highly subjective. What a dream symbol means to one person might mean something entirely different to another. So the next time you wake up from a vivid dream, remember, it could be your brain's way of processing emotions, memories, or even preparing for future events. Who knows, you might just find an unexpected insight in the realm of dreams. Plants are more than just passive parts of our environment. Pause for a moment and consider that phrase. It's easy to view plants as static, silent entities, but beneath the surface, they're bustling with activity. Yes, plants communicate and defend themselves using an intricate language of chemical signals. Let's start with communication. Plants don't have mouths or ears or a nervous system like ours, but they've found their own unique way to talk. They use volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, to send messages to each other. For instance, when a plant is attacked by pests, it releases specific VOCs into the air. Nearby plants detect these signals and ramp up their own defenses. It's like a plant version of a neighborhood watch. Now let's talk defense. Plants can't run away from threats, so they've evolved a variety of chemical weapons to protect themselves. Some produce toxins that make them unpalatable to herbivores, while others emit compounds that attract the predators of their pests. It's a sophisticated strategy, isn't it? Moreover, some plants even have the ability to recognize their relatives and will adjust their growth patterns to avoid competing with them. This behavior, known as kin recognition, shows us that plants are far more socially complex than we ever imagined. And let's not forget about the symbiotic relationships plants form with other organisms. From fungi that help them absorb nutrients to insects that aid in pollination, plants are masters of forming beneficial alliances. It's a grand web of interdependence and cooperation, a testament to the power of unity in the face of adversity. So next time you pass by a tree or a flower, remember, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. Beneath their silent exterior, plants are communicating, defending themselves, recognizing kin, and forming alliances. They're not just passive parts of our environment. They're active, dynamic, and utterly fascinating. So next time you pass by a tree or a flower, remember, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. What if I told you that fungi could hold the key to our future? Now, before you imagine a world overrun by mushrooms, let me clarify. Fungi, the plural of fungus, are a kingdom of organisms that are absolutely fascinating with properties that could change the way we live. Let's talk about their unique abilities. Fungi are nature's recyclers. They are experts at breaking down waste, turning dead matter into nutrients for new growth. This ability alone is crucial to our ecosystems, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Fungi are also capable of breaking down pollutants and even plastic. Imagine that, a natural solution to our ever-growing plastic waste problem. But the wonders of fungi don't stop there. They also have the potential to revolutionize the construction industry. Some fungi produce mycelium, a root-like structure that, when combined with organic waste, forms a strong, lightweight, and sustainable building material. This material can be grown into virtually any shape, making it a potential game changer for sustainable housing. And it's not just about buildings and waste. Fungi are also crucial to our health. Many of our antibiotics, including penicillin, are derived from fungi. They also play a vital role in our diets, not just as a delicious pizza topping, but as a source of vitamins and a high-quality protein. We've barely scratched the surface of what fungi can do. From environmental solutions to health breakthroughs to sustainable construction, fungi are opening doors to possibilities we've yet to fully explore. Who knew that these often overlooked organisms could hold such potential? Fungi are often seen as something to be avoided, something unclean or even dangerous. But in reality, they are a key player in our world and potentially our future. They are a testament to the wonders of nature and the potential it holds. So the next time you see a mushroom, remember, it's not just a fungus, it's a glimpse into a potential sustainable future. Water, it's everywhere, but have you ever stopped to consider its amazing properties? This seemingly simple substance that fills our oceans, rivers, and even our bodies is truly extraordinary. Water, in its purest form, is colorless, tasteless, and odorless. Despite this apparent simplicity, it's the universal solvent capable of dissolving more substances than any other liquid on Earth. From salts to sugars, gases to minerals, water can break them down, making it the perfect medium for life's essential chemical reactions to take place. And let's not forget about water's exceptional ability to regulate temperature. Thanks to its high specific heat capacity, water can absorb a lot of heat before it gets hot. This property is why our oceans don't boil under the scorching summer sun or freeze solid during chilly winter nights. It's also why our bodies, which are about 2/3 water, maintain a constant internal temperature regardless of the weather outside. But perhaps the most remarkable thing about water is its role in supporting life. Every living organism on our planet needs water to survive. It's the main ingredient in the biological soup that allowed life to evolve billions of years ago. Today, it continues to sustain us, hydrating our bodies, transporting nutrients, and even helping to produce the oxygen we breathe through photosynthesis in plants. Water is also responsible for shaping our world. Its erosive power carves canyons, forms valleys, and creates the beautiful landscapes we appreciate. When it freezes, it expands, a unique property that allows life to exist beneath frozen lakes and rivers during the winter. And yet, despite its ubiquity, water remains one of the most mysterious substances in the universe. Scientists are still learning about its unusual properties, like its ability to exist in 3 states, solid, liquid, and gas, within the relatively small temperature range found on Earth. So the next time you take a sip of water, remember, it's not just refreshing, it's a miracle liquid. Infinity. It's a concept that can truly blow your mind. Now let's dive into the intrigue of infinity, a concept that is simultaneously simple yet profoundly complex. On the surface, infinity is just a notion of endlessness. It's the idea that something can go on forever, with no end in sight. It's like trying to count all the stars in the sky or grains of sand on a beach. But when we delve deeper into the world of mathematics and physics, infinity becomes a whole lot more interesting and paradoxical. In mathematics, the concept of infinity is used to describe quantities that are unbounded, such as the endless number line. But here's where it gets tricky. Infinity is not a number in the traditional sense. You can't add, subtract, or multiply it like other numbers. And yet, it's an essential tool for mathematicians and physicists alike. Speaking of physicists, they grapple with infinity in mind-bending ways. Take the universe, for example. Is it infinite? Some theories suggest it might be, while others propose it's finite but boundless. Imagine a sphere. It has a finite surface area, but you could travel around it forever, never finding an edge. That's the kind of mind-stretching concepts infinity leads us to consider. Then we have the paradoxes. The paradoxes, like the famous Hilbert's Hotel paradox. Imagine a hotel with an infinite number of rooms, all occupied. Yet, it can still accommodate new guests. How? Well, you just move the guest in room 1 to room 2, room 2 to room 3, and so on. You can always make room for one more, despite every room initially being occupied. That's the paradoxical power of infinity. So, the next time you ponder infinity, remember, it's a concept that can stretch your mind to its limits.